Whoa. Yeah, it does. It sets him alight. Whoa. Okay, let's use the axe, which has got 15% lightning damage on it, apparently. Whoa. Okay, that's really cool. Hello ratbags, it's Jade. Welcome to a special Valheim video. Today we're going to take a look at epic loot, how you can get magical items, how you can craft a whole range of brand new stuff, augment weapons and tools to give you unbelievable power and abilities. It is another mod showcase. I am going to take you through. Make sure you like, make sure you subscribe, and let's go through everything you need to know about epic loot. So first things first, I may end up doing a let's play on this. I actually kind of like the idea of this. I did try doing a let's play, but the drop rate for it was a little bit iffy, and it seems to be that mod had a few update issues. But I still think it's worth persevering with. It's one of the most downloaded mods actually on the Nexus website, and so a lot of people are really enjoying it. So you can see I've spawned in some items here. There are 4 different classes. You've got Magic, which is the blue one right here. And we take a look at it, it is a magic battle axe. Gives me 1 extra frost damage and a parry improvement by 18%. So let's go ahead and use it on this boar. Okay, so maybe a little OP there. I maybe didn't see kind of frost damage it might have done, but you get the idea. Lots of these tools and weapons will have special effects on them. The other 3 I picked up, you can see it's a bronze buckler. That gives me spirit resistance, movement speed penalty removed, block improvement by 24%, and weightlessness. And then we got the epic Uber Slayer. Physical damage increased by 13%, adds 15% lightning damage, reduce attack stamina use by 15%. Absolutely, if you are really enjoying Valheim, but you would like to see a little bit more loot, this may be a great mod to try. Then we just got the simple rare item, which reduces sprint stamina by 10% and gives you weightlessness. So really cool stuff. I love this kind of stuff. I think this is great. Now the idea is that it drops from certain enemies, and I did play for quite a bit yesterday. I spent maybe an hour and I only got 1 shield, but I was obviously starting out in starting areas. But I do think there might be a little bit of a bug at the moment with the drops. There's also other people that are making mods to enable the enemies to drop kind of more consistent gear and more based on what their level should be. But all in all, it's a pretty decent one. So it's not like you're going to be flooded with weapons early game. You're still going to have to go out there and take on pretty hard enemies to get some of the good loot. But there are also ways that you can make and craft, or at least augment your items and stuff. You have to effectively break some of your items down at an artisan table. So it's kind of a late game thing. I kind of do feel like maybe the artisan table, there should be like an addition that lets you do just magic items, and then an upgrade path that lets you craft some of this stuff once you get to a certain level. Because it takes ages to get to an artisan table level for some people. So it does feel like it's a little bit gated too far into the game, if I had like a criticism of it. But you can see there's a bunch of new items have popped up. We've got Sacrifice, Enchant and Augment. So you can sacrifice your weapons, and this will give you the base resources you need to then go ahead and customize and do what you want. So let's go ahead and get rid of just the magic battle axe. You can see we're going to get magic essence and magic dust. And then what we can do is we can go and enchant our weapons. Then you've got the enchant, that's going to give you different effects. And you can see that as you go up to legendary status, it's going to give you even more effects. So 4 of the effects will be 80%, 5 will be 18, 6 effects will be 2. Now that seems a bit OP, but apparently from now you can only get legendary items when you've defeated bosses. So this really is like end game stuff. Although if everyone's just sort of kiting Eke and defeating the deer god, then maybe that would be a bit easier than you think. And then you've got augmenting, so you can actually switch up some of the abilities, and I love this feature. No random rolls like Destiny, hoping to get something decent. You can actually decide that, you know what, I'm going to get rid of something. Let's try something different. Now, there's a bunch of resources, as I says, that you can get. And it does look like you can also get random items that you'll be able to either craft or find. And these will give you the opportunity to then go ahead and, I'm hoping, modify them. Otherwise, I can't really see much reason why they're in the game. You've got Runestones. You can see here, these are how you augment your magic items. And to get the augmentations, you're going to have to sacrifice trophies. Now, essences are to do your weapons and tools. And then you've got these little tokens as well, which honestly, I'm not too sure what they do. We'll have to go delving into some of the weapon creation and see what actually happens or what they're used for, but I'm not sure just yet. But you can see we've got a bunch of stuff we can make, like the legendary Regent, the essence there. Looks like the Regent is more for your armor and shields. And it all levels up, it all snowballs. So if you find yourself getting loads of epic tools and weapons that you don't necessarily need or want, you can break them down. And once you get 5 of them, you can convert that into legendary essence. And so there is progression. I love this kind of stuff. It reminds me so much of Torchlight. And on top of that, there are upgrades that you get for your forge. Now with your forge, this is how you're meant to craft some of these items. You've got an enchanter, which you'll be using, and the augmenter itself. I couldn't really see what the kind of difference was between using this and then going ahead and using just the artisan table. Maybe it's just like the other upgrades that they give you an overall extra buff. Or maybe they've got plans. So let's go ahead and enchant something. Let's get just an iron pickaxe and see what happens if we can make it maybe to legendary status. Now I have got some resources. There is a command I want to show you guys. If you just want to mess around and see what there is to create, there is a nice simple command that you can use. I'm just going to put some of the bare basics in so I can fit everything else. And let's go for a legendary pickaxe. I will need 5 more legendary essences, which I've got somewhere inside this chest here. So iron pickaxe, legendary iron pickaxe. Let's see what we get. Whoa, that's 15 frost damage, parry improved by 23%, physical damage increased by 23%, and it's indestructible. That's pretty badass. Now it doesn't look like a lot of these tools or things once you've done it have any extra special effects, which is kind of a shame. And it definitely would be nice to see maybe some more of them actually have more physical looks that look different, like cosmetic looks. But you get the idea. It may only be kind of stats extras that they're putting on some of these weapons, but I still kind of like the idea of it. If they can get to the stage where they can actually do some proper art for a lot of these weapons and stuff, I think it'd be really cool. Let's go ahead now and we'll do an augment on something we've already got. So let's try the Humor Slayer. Adds 15 lightning damage, so we can actually swap this one out. Let's actually get rid of the reduce attack stamina use. And we need an epic shard, epic dust, and epic essence. Ooh, and now you get a choice. You can either increase the durability by 60% or movement speed penalty removed. So I really like that you can actually choose and roll stuff that you don't want. Now it does look though that once you've augmented your item, you won't be able to augment it again. So you can only do this once with a item. Let's try it again. Let's get rid of gain spirit resistance. And we can have health increased by 25 or frost resistance. We'll go for the health. And there we go. You can see again, we can't no longer augment it. If you click on available effects, it'll actually show you what the chances are of something that you can gain. So yeah, really cool. Really love this. Valheim, its own thing. I get it, the progression. It's really important with the tools and weapons that you get certain things at certain times. And they're not really big on drops. They don't particularly want to make Valheim a Torchlight game. But for me, I love Torchlight, and the idea of having something like this in the game, if it works a bit better, I think it'd be amazing. So let's go ahead for another enchant. This time, let's just go for a rare item with only 2 effects, and we'll see what happens. Let's go and grab some more resources. Actually, let's go for magic, since I've got all them items. So let's do my Huntsman's Bow. Enchant it. We need a Runestone, magic dust, and magic essence. And we can increase the poison level of it. And that's pretty decent. As like a bog standard sort of thing. This is why I think it's really good if they actually had this as not needing the artisan table. As far as I'm aware, again, I could have it wrong. I've not played around with the mod as much as I wanted to, because I kind of wanted to discover stuff for myself when I do a little let's play on it. Now you can actually craft the essences at the workbench. So you can do all this stuff here. And you can see it uses up a lot of coins to make some of these shards. So that also adds an element of still having to play the game properly, still try and hoard loads of gold so that you can still craft and do stuff. And again, I like that. I like the cost of that. In fact, pretty much everything here needs coins to get to certain stages. But yeah, it would be really cool, I think, if the mod creator can add some very basics, like just magic items at least, being able to be crafted here. That would be really, really good. As you can see, none of these items I can actually do anything with. I can't craft anything or do anything or add any magic abilities to them. So if you do want to mess around with this and maybe don't want to go through the progression, or you're maybe just want to see if it's, you know, well balanced first. So there is a way that you can spawn stuff in. Simply put magic item, then leave a space, then type the rarity of it or the class. So you've got magic, you've got rare, you've got epic, you've got legendary. Then leave a space and put the item name, so you can look up the Valheim ID for items and spawn 1 in or 2 in. Then leave a space and put 1. Hopefully it will spawn something. No. Have I spelt something wrong? Maybe. I have. I forgot to put the capital S on silver. Always make sure you do this kind of stuff, guys. Make sure you follow exactly what it says. Better to copy and paste. And then look, I've got my iron mace. Oh, there's no room in inventory. I need to pick it up. Let's put some of this stuff back inside. And there we go. I've got my magic item, my new mace. And what kind of abilities has it got? Max durability increased by 75%. So if you don't like the item, you can go ahead and we can sacrifice it and get resources. Let's try that and see what we get. It does look like you can only do this though at the artisan table itself. So let's go ahead and click sacrifice and get rid of that magic iron mace. And we'll get 1 magic dust and 1 magic essence. And there we go. We've got our new resources. And then if you want to mess around with them resources and just craft a bunch of stuff and see what you can make, then same thing. There's a command for it. You just do magic mats. And there you go. It spawns a bunch of all the crafting stuff you need. I'm probably going to be well overfilled now. And if you want to just test some stuff out, you can actually just do a random one just by putting magic item in. And it'll give you a bunch of random stuff. So for the purpose of the thumbnail, I'm going to just spawn in a bunch of stuff. Whoa, nearly. That is a lot of loot. So let's go and just pick all this stuff up and see what we get. Oh my god, it's giving me the Odin cape. I'm guessing that I won't be able to wear that. Otherwise this has just turned into a tutorial on how to wear the Odin cape. What? What? No, it doesn't work. It's not actually showing. I was like, what's going on here? That's kind of good. That should be only for the beta users. Alright, let's try something else then. Let's put on a whole man of epic gear. We'll have some chest pieces. Is there any more chest pieces or armor? Lots of trousers. That's what we've got so far in that first haul. But you can see the kind of stuff we've got. Rare ancient bark spear of might. Fire damage. Oh, let's do that. Is it going to actually make a enemy a light? Let's do troll. Spawn. Troll. Whoa. Yep, it does. It sets him alight. Whoa. And does it do it if I throw it at him? It does. Damn, son. Damn. And let's try this one. Oh, yeah. Still going to get hit. What other weapons have we got? Got a lot of pickaxes for some reason. Okay, let's use the axe, which has got 15% lightning damage on it, apparently. Whoa! Okay, that's really cool. So the effects are there. That is nice. I like that. Damn, son. Damn. So yeah, I think this would be really cool to do a let's play with this. I'm trying to see if there's just a couple other little mods that might have maybe some creatures added to it, just to make the game a little bit more interesting and harder. But like I said, the drop rates for these haven't been great. I literally only got 1 shield in the space of doing a first let's play. And I just felt like that episode wasn't good enough to release to you guys. I want to make sure that the loot tables are right. We're seeing me progress through the game normally, but we're also seeing kind of rewards that we're getting without me having to resort to cheating and spawning stuff in. But yeah, I like that a lot. Ooh, yeah. Oh, and he finally dropped something as well. Nice. So I always show you guys exactly what to do with the mods, even if you don't know how to download them. I've done videos on it. But as usual, I use the Nexus mods. There are other sites, but I prefer this one. The link will be in the comments section. You can see it's made by Randy Naps. A big shout out to that mod creator. Now it does need some other requirements, so basically it needs other mods to work. You need the extended item data framework, and then you need Bepin X, which is pretty normal. So I'm going to go ahead and download this one. Click on Files. Go ahead and click Manual Download. Slow download. Donate to the author if you would like. I have a folder called Valheim mods. Open it. Go ahead and extract. And then what you want to do is get the code or the file called DLL. Just need to copy that over to your Valheim folder. So as I said, I've done this before. I've shown you guys how to use the BepInEx ones. Go and watch my 10 essential mods, etc. If you've done that correctly, if you've installed the BepInEx mod already, in the BepInEx, in the plugins, you should then be able to go ahead and just paste. So you see I've got the extended items data framework there. Now the Epic Loot one is slightly different from some of the others. That's how you usually use all of the mods. Click on mod download, save it like you normally would in your folder, open it up, extract it all like you normally would. And then you actually need to move this into a file called Epic Loot. So if you go back into your Valheim game file, so that's under Steam Library, Steam Apps, Common Valheim, click on BepInEx, click on the plugins, and you can see I've got a folder that I've named Epic Loot with a capital E and a capital L. You just copy and paste all of that stuff inside that folder, and that's it. That should be the Epic Loot installed. So a cool little mod for sure. Definitely still got to play around and toy around with it. Maybe not for a complete beginner. Maybe if you've already started a world, you might want to add this in now. Or maybe you do just like the idea of progressing and then getting to a certain level and you have all these items to then go and work towards. You will collect items as you go, like I said, but so far the drop rates I've found have been pretty low. Let me know what you think about this mod. What do you like about Valheim possibly becoming a Torchlight game? And any improvements on this, I'll let you guys know. And expect a little Let's Play series on this in the next few days. I'll see you ratbags laters.